We're off to Spa-Francorchamps for the next round, and rain is predicted to the shock of absolutely nobody, so a good thing I've got one of these ready because I'm probably going to need it. Hello everybody, welcome back to F1 Manager, welcome back to ASGP. My name's Aaron and we are preparing for the Belgian Grand Prix, and there is rain predicted for Friday qualifying sprint weekend in Belgium. And if the last sprint weekend was anything to go by, it's going to be wild and potentially a long episode. And a little bit of driver market news actually before we kick things off. If I go to standings, you'll be able to see who has joined the World Championship. Daniel Ricciardo is back on the grid with AlphaTauri, just as he was in real life. I've managed to find a database editor for F1 Manager, and well, I've been having some fun. So I have brought Ricciardo in. Goodbye, Nick De Vries. Let's see how the Honey Badger fares up against Yuki Tsunoda. And this is a pointless AlphaTauri team so far this season. Alfa Romeo have a single point, Williams have a single point. Suddenly they might be able to score a point this season. Alright, just in the process of going to the race weekend, and our third version of Underfloor has actually been designed. And we could emergency manufacture it to have it on the car, which would be fantastic because it would bring both cars forward in terms of performance. It's going to cost us $3.2 million dues to do so, but for the opportunity of a really good result around Spa, it increases our top speed, it increases our acceleration a little bit. This could be absolutely game changing for us. I think if we do this, I think we have to do it. I think it's worth the money because we've still got $63.2 million left of our cost cap. So I don't think we're anywhere close to breaching it and running out of money. So let's go for it. We might as well. And then we'll stick them on the car for qualifying. Alright, it's a good thing that I brought my coat. I might look a bit ridiculous wearing it indoors in the middle of summer here in at the time of recording in the UK. But it's intermediate weather in Belgium. We actually had rain in Q1, which is when I put my coat on because I needed to. It poured down. Everyone going out now, it's clearly the time to be on track. So let's see how this session unfolds. Hamilton, I'm expecting a purple sector. It is, and immediately taken away by George Russell, who's got a fresher power unit in at the moment. And there's a yellow flag. We've had a crash. Who has crashed?
Everywhere.
Russell's still going to complete his lap, as is Hamilton. Sargent sets a 1:48.7. So here comes Hamilton. He goes fastest on a 47.3, and Russell a 46.8, half a second quicker than his teammate. But we don't actually know who has crashed. Russell's on a flying lap again. Who's got damage? Has anybody got damage? Is anyone going really slowly? Well, it'll tell us in a moment. Daniel Ricciardo, the returning Daniel Ricciardo for a moment was in the top 10. Leclerc goes fastest. Is it Verstappen? It's Verstappen. He's got a bit of front wing missing. The championship leader is in huge trouble. He's about to be knocked out of Q2 here in Belgium. This is absolutely unbelievable. He's smashed both end plates off the front wing. We haven't been shown a replay. And the rain is only going to get worse from here. Max Verstappen is going to start 15th. I check the weather for Q3. I think it's going to be kind of what it is now. I think it's going to improve slightly. Well, it's actually gone up to 2.05 millimetres there. So let's put an extra lap of fuel in George and an extra lap of fuel in Lewis. The track is actually getting wetter. Russell with a purple first. Oh, he's crashed! George Russell's crashed in qualifying. He's just set a purple first sector and then smashed it literally through the wall and out again. And that's going to disrupt Hamilton's lap because it's a yellow flag. I mean, honestly, that's a red flag event. What's he damaged? The chassis, the front wing and suspension. Call the car in. George Russell will probably start 10th in the sprint. Now we can we replace the part? Yes. Let's just do that. Hamilton on his second lap he's currently 5th fastest. Look at, he's gone fastest. Hamilton goes fastest. We're on pole position.
So currently P1. So call the car and we'll box.
This is such a dramatic qualifying session. Just checking I am recording. Russell is 28 seconds off the pace. Lewis Hamilton has pulled out a lap. Right, Lewis Hamilton, we need to keep him on pole position. First of all, we need to get round the lap, the out lap, to set this lap. I think we will. 5 seconds to go, yep. Alright, on board with Lewis Hamilton. No, he's missed it!
Have checkered flag now.
He's missed the flag! Oh no! Is anyone going quicker? Perez on a flying lap. Alonso's just done the fastest first sector. Perez not improving. Alonso could be the man. Stroll with 2 improvements. Here he comes across the line. 6th fastest. Alonso not improving in the middle sector. Keep an eye on Perez. He's not improving either. I wouldn't expect Magnussen to go faster. Right, it's down to Alonso, I think. He's the man who could deny Lewis Hamilton the pole position. Here he comes. 3rd. We're on pole. Lewis Hamilton has done it. We're on pole position. Perez doesn't improve. It didn't matter that we missed the flag. Lewis Hamilton starts the sprint race for Spa on pole position. Look at that. A beautiful sight. Lewis Hamilton, P1. Absolutely wonderful. Unfortunately, George Russell also has a number 1 next to his name, but it's followed by 0. It's P10 for George because he threw it at the wall. Honestly, if he'd completed that lap, I think George would have been on pole position because he was flying. Alright, I've taken the coat off, although I am a bit concerned now that it is a magic coat, because if this sprint race goes horribly wrong, then I'm just going to blame the coat. Let's pick some tyres. We've got some softs which will last, it says. Let's do a strategy. Edit. If we do aggressive, they will make it. So let's go with a set, especially with George. Let's go with a set of softs. We might as well. We've got 4 sets of soft tyres to use on Lewis's car. Alright, Lewis Hamilton on pole position for the sprint. He's on the right hand side. Sergio Perez on the left. 5 red lights. And the Belgian Grand Prix sprint is underway. Lewis Hamilton makes a good start. Perez looking up the inside, but Hamilton holds P1 through La Source, but Perez is going to be right on his tail down the Kemmel Straight. George Russell battling with Esteban Ocon there. Let's get back to the front. Lewis Hamilton fending off Sergio Perez. That Red Bull is mighty fast down the straight. But we've put some upgrades on this Mercedes and it's no slouch anymore. And he holds the lead into Le Camp. So what I'm really hoping for is this is a dead boring sprint with Hamilton just in front of Perez the whole way. Although I'm not sure we're going to be that lucky, to be honest. DRS will be active at the end of the first lap, remember, so we do need to try and get away, even if it's just from Perez. So even if it's with Perez from Alonso, that would be useful. But don't think that's going to happen. It's going to be a whole big DRS train, and actually Ocon is outside of a second, so he won't get DRS. Hamilton having to defend. Here comes George Russell up the inside of Esteban Ocon. That's P8 and a point in the sprint. We'll just drop down to aggressive and neutral on the ERS. Start to look after the tyres a bit more. Perez right on Hamilton's tail, but we are edging away as Perez now side by side through Blanchimont. Surely not. It's an excellent move from the Mexican, and he's going to have the lead through the bus stop chicane. They're still wheel to wheel. Who's going to get DRS? It's going to be Perez. He's backed out of it there. I think Hamilton actually had DRS over the start-finish line. Perez now, he'll get the rear wing flap opened and not go past. We will manage some fuel now with both cars. Russell has actually passed Stroll for 7th place. He is on the move. And Perez looking into Pouon. That's not an overtaking spot by any stretch of the imagination. But it might be a tactical game we have to play here and just make sure we get DRS at the right time of the race to go past, maybe on the final lap, to make sure we win the sprint. And there's Perez up the inside. We'll get DRS now down the Kemmel Straight. So we'll have a look at deploying here. And here comes Hamilton. He's going to go down the inside, Kemmel Straight into Les Combes. Textbook move, but he hasn't got it quite done yet. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. All right, so Perez is just over halfway, just under a second ahead as we start lap 5. We've got Hamilton pushing and deploying, and he's right on the Mexican. Look at the difference that's made. But the Mexican Minister of Defense is at it again. But Hamilton looking through Les Combes. Can he get it done through Rivage? Through No Name? They're going to be side by side. Hamilton takes the lead. But now balance on the fuel, please. We've been pushing with Russell to try and close the gap to Sainz. He's bringing Lance Stroll with him. Leclerc and Alonso. It's a 4-way fight between 4 different teams at the front. Gasly, the anomaly in P5. And are they going to go past here? Not this time. We can keep harvesting. And make sure we've got plenty of energy to re-attack with when they eventually come past. They're using more tyre. So when we fall behind, we'll attack. But when we're in front, we're just going to be aggressive and we'll harvest as much as we can. We'll go to neutral now. If we can keep a bit of tyre in for the back end of the race, then that might stand us in good stead. But we're looking okay. Tyre wear is better. We don't want to overheat them. We're actually just marginally above that slope of degradation. Perez is more worried about Leclerc coming past at the moment. Russell just having to bide his time behind Gasly. We're going to turn him up to aggressive on the overtakes. I wonder if we could pull away from that pair in second and third. Let's try it. We don't want to run out of fuel, so we need to stay balanced. Let's deploy on the energy. We are just outside that DRS activation window. Hamilton doing an incredible job here. Maybe it's the new underfloor. Hamilton has pulled out a bit of a gap there, 2 seconds almost. Leclerc and Perez are squabbling amongst themselves. It's drawing in Alonso, and Hamilton is escaping. And this is great news because it means we're going to start at the front on Sunday as well. Hamilton just easing away. It's just his natural habitat, isn't it? P1 and drive away. That's what the very best drivers do. It's what Max Verstappen does in real Formula One at the moment. Russell right up the chuff of Gasly, looking through the Fanny chicane. Can he get the job done? Into Stavolo. Yes, he can. And he's on conserved fuel. So Useful stuff there from George Russell. Hamilton now 3 seconds clear. Alright, the last lap of the sprint has been started by Lewis Hamilton. He's now 4 seconds in the lead. Leclerc has dropped back from Perez. Russell looking for a way past Sainz, and he's finding one. Quick, deploy. Push, and Sainz is going to get back through, and I think he has DRS. No, Russell has it, and Russell's going to take the position. He's going to take 5th place. Keep deploying. Make sure we keep the position. Hamilton cruising to a sprint victory. I know it's not a Grand Prix. It's not the one on a Sunday, but it's still a race win. And for Lewis to get back to winning ways, for me to get my first win as Mercedes boss, this is a momentous moment. We're just going to pause and slow it down. Lewis Hamilton through the bus stop chicane. Lewis Hamilton wins the sprint in Belgium. Get in there!
Big thanks to all the guys.
Get in there, Lewis. And here comes George Russell for 5th place. Let's watch that again. Absolutely beautiful scenes. There we go. Lewis Hamilton crossing the line in P1. Everybody likes that. Wonderful scenes here in Belgium. Let's hope we can repeat it on the Sunday. On the screen. No, just a straight soft medium, please, sir. And yes, 1 soft medium strategy, please. There we go. Let's take a lap of fuel out of the car. In fact, actually, it's probably better just to push on the engine in the first few laps and not have to worry too much about saving that extra lap later on. Just turn it all up on Russell. Attack, please. Alright. We're starting 1st and 5th. Can we turn this into race victory? Alright, same front row as Saturday afternoon. 5 red lights. We're going to do it all again. Lewis Hamilton makes a very good start. Takes the lead through La Source with a completely different camera angle. There we go. To the one we got in the sprint. Hamilton pulling away on the opening lap. Russell has actually lost a position off the line to Sainz. We know we can get back past that Ferrari, which is also on medium compound tyres. So I'm going to turn George's aggression up to high. Need to go for the overtake. Hamilton, oh, what a sight that is. Clear road ahead. There's Carlos Sainz has gone off. Carlos Sainz has spun, or locked up even. He's just made our job of going past the Ferrari so much easier by doing this. Excellent. Thanks very much, Sainz. That's the Ferrari we're used to seeing, isn't it? This is a Mercedes we're used to seeing. Let's turn the overtake aggression down. And we'll just stay with. And Hamilton's pulling away actually from Perez. Quite handily here. Red Bull doesn't seem to be particularly good. Look, we've got the DRS cap already. We don't need it for another lap. We can actually turn the tyres down to aggressive on both cars really. Wonderful stuff. Hamilton just zooming away. This is like the good old days. Over the line, in the lead, 1.5 seconds. Don't mind if I do. We might have to concentrate on George Russell, who's actually having a look at Fernando Alonso through Eau Rouge. No way! Still wheel to wheel through Raidillon. Down the Kemmel Straight, job done. Position gained, P4. Let's watch that again. Look at that, just like Alonso and Webber, wasn't it? Didn't come together. It was all fair. The gap at the front has drastically increased. Leclerc just did a 48 flat. Hamilton did a 46.7. And no one else was in the 46s. He's not pushing. I've not changed anything on Hamilton's car. That was all him. He's just done a lap that was at least a second quicker than anybody else. Well, Verstappen did a 47.1. Russell a 47.2, so half a second. I maybe exaggerated there. Because George Russell is now battling 2 Red Bulls because Perez has dropped back from Leclerc and Russell now has DRS. So we could definitely get past the Red Bull and potentially then undercut Leclerc. Although if we pit first, we could just undercut the pair of them anyway as a possibility. I can't say I've seen the undercut to be overtly powerful on this game. Not in the same way as like F123 by Codemasters or EA now. But we could definitely go past here. If we put some high aggression on as the pit window opens for Lewis Hamilton. We've got a yellow flag. There's Zhou falling to the back. Oh, Russell's going through. There he goes. He's got the position. But he'll probably just lose it again down the Kemmel Straight. Let's see. Or maybe Verstappen's going to come flying past everybody. He's actually going wheel to wheel with his teammate. We've seen them collide twice earlier this year. So maybe we box this lap with George. I wonder. Let's have a look at the strategy builder. So lap 20 is his actual pit stop lap. So yeah, lap 19, not too bad at all in terms of tyre wear. Just 1 extra lap. So George Russell into the pit lane. Hamilton. Oh, Leclerc's pitted. Oh, Ferrari they've done away with our possibilities of an undercut. A yellow flag there for a moment. Good stop, please, chaps. What's going on? Oh, we had to be held because of the Red Bull.
Yeah, we should be clear on exit.
All that good work undone. Hamilton's confidence only medium. You're leading the race, mate. You should be absolutely over the moon. Tyres now 30%. So as long as we don't get a puncture between here and the pit lane, everything will be lovely. And into the pits comes Lewis Hamilton. Needs to hit the marks. Nothing in the way to stop the release. 2.5 second stop. Lovely stuff.
Just watch the white line on exit.
Has Russell managed to close down Perez? Not particularly. Alright, Hamilton's actually caught Verstappen. And Leclerc has been really quick. Well, actually, he undercutted, so he's gained some time. He's much quicker than much closer to Hamilton now than he was before. Hamilton needs to go past his old nemesis, Max Verstappen. So we're going to turn everything up. DRS, can we find a way past? We're not close enough. But Leclerc is now just half a second behind Hamilton. That comfortable lead has been demolished. Our pace on the mediums has not been good out of the box. And now an overtake for the lead would be very, very nice. We're having a look. We're going for it. Is Hamilton going through? Yes, he is. Lewis Hamilton's back in the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. And now we need to... Oh, there's a yellow flag.
This is awesome work, Lewis. Come on.
What's the yellow flag for?
Yellow.
Albon with a lock-up. What we need. And here comes Leclerc. We might be about to lose the lead to Charles Leclerc. We are. Charles Leclerc blasts past in the Ferrari. Well, after having a comfortable advantage, that's been taken away. And Leclerc is just absolutely zooming off into the distance. I told you, he just has these magic bursts of pace. Look at this. It's absurd. It's absolutely insane. 1.7 seconds. Absolutely, he's just on a 42.9. Give over. Suddenly, we've just lost all of our pace. This has fallen apart very quickly. I think they probably just saved up a whole load of battery. But Verstappen getting in the way has cost us big time here. We need to try and close the gap. 46.4. They're in the 44s for crying out loud. So is Russell. Why has Hamilton got no pace? Where's his pace gone? Okay, now our drivers are together on the track. We are 3.5 seconds behind Perez. The race win has just evaporated. And now we're squabbling in-house over a podium. I'll be honest, I'm devastated. I'm tempted to just team order this and make sure they don't crash. But Russell is flying. He's been quick all weekend. The traffic isn't helping either of them. Verstappen is mighty fast as well. 44. Hamilton's still in the 45.8s. What's going on? What are they doing with their tyres? They're a bit lower on tyre wear. Everything was going so swimmingly well. Too well, wasn't it? Far too well. As Russell is about to now take the podium off of Lewis Hamilton. You can always swap that back later, but has Russell had a podium yet? No. But Hamilton starting on pole to finish fourth would be pretty devastating, to be honest. There's definitely something wrong with Hamilton all of a sudden. It's his confidence. Just because his confidence is low. This has such an effect on drivers' pace. And look at Russell's. His is very high and he's absolutely blasting away from Hamilton. Which is really not ideal. And there's nothing I can do about this. And this is probably all down to the fact that the setup is a little bit skew-if. But earlier in the race he was fine. I think basically what happened is he got stuck behind Verstappen, lost a load of confidence because he couldn't get past him. And now he's dog slow. He's starting to pick up his pace a little bit. His confidence is coming back. But he's now 9 seconds off the lead. That was Albon off the track. I saw his dot was stopped. Oh, Russell has gone past Perez. I've completely missed that. Because I was looking at the stationary dot of a Williams. Here we go. On the exit of La Source into Eau Rouge, and George Russell takes second place. A little bit of a rescue act. Now remember, Russell has got a fresher power unit in his car than Hamilton. His is at 78%. Russell's is at 87%. That might be playing a factor as well. Russell is still deploying. Let's deploy with Hamilton because he's not that far behind Perez now. And Russell is only 3.6 behind Leclerc. The win could still be on, actually. It could still be on. Just with Russell instead. But what I'm going to do is get Lewis Hamilton to go past Sergio Perez. We need to go to conserve. Hamilton looking down the inside. His old mate Verstappen is coming at us quickly. Well, I'll say that he's 4.7 seconds behind. I don't think he's going to catch us, you know. I think we could be looking at a double podium for Mercedes here. If we just sit in the slipstream of the leading Red Bull, then we could be alright. Russell's actually closing down Leclerc. Do we attack? Is it worth attacking with the... Go for it. Go for it. There's a race win on the line. We're going for it. If he puts it in the hedge, I mean, he should have been on pole anyway. Hamilton looking down the inside, going for it, and not quite taking it. Not quite taking it, but he might just sneak through into Eau Rouge. Who got DRS? We did. Hamilton's going to go past into third place. Surely. Oh, the Mexican Minister of Defence is back. I think... Oh, they're side by side again. Come on, Lewis. Come on round the outside and pull on and don't crash. Crying out loud. They've been wheel to wheel for about 6 corners now. Perez overtakes Hamilton. There we go. And Hamilton loses a whole load of confidence. Did Perez get DRS? He didn't. But we did. And we actually didn't close up particularly much. Here's Russell, though, hunting down Charles Leclerc for the win. Russell started 9th. He crashed in qualifying. Is he about to win the race? And Hamilton is now 5th because Verstappen's caught and passed him. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We could have passed Perez and had a double podium, but I think that's out the window. The game is now afoot. 0.8 of a second. A race win is on the line. We've got 2 laps to go. Russell is demolishing his tyres. Let's do a little top up down the straight. Push on Hamilton's fuel, but he's not in DRS of Verstappen. He did get it actually. Right, Russell. We're going to have to just deploy on the final lap. There is a Haas in the way. Don't get in the way, Haas. Don't get in the way. He got in the way. He got in the way. Okay. Deploy. Where's Hamilton? The 2 Red Bulls could be about to hand him that podium back. Attack on the tyres because you've got it. Right, Russell. Here we go. Last lap.
You're just starting.
Last lap, and this could be a race win potentially. We've got to deploy all the energy. We're attacking on tyres. Where's Hamilton? Prime position to benefit from the Red Bulls squabbling. What's the gap at the front? Half a second. Is this it? 4/10. Still 4/10. Not close enough. Leclerc feeling the need to defend. Not close enough to go past into Le Camp. The Red Bulls are a rolling roadblock. Are they going to collide? No, Verstappen's going to snatch that podium away from his teammate. Deploying the energy, Lewis. What's Russell doing?
Use the overtake.
He's right on him. Come on, George. His car was in pieces on Friday night. Broken, smashed. In the hedge. We had to put a new front wing. We had to put new suspension, a new, I think it was side pods or something. And now he could be about to snatch a victory. Push on the fuel. We haven't got any fuel, but we might as well try. Is the overtake aggression on high? It is. Can we do it? Dive bomb into the final corner, into the chicane. Go for it, George. No, he's not going to make it, but it is going to be second place. Oh, we've come so close, but Charles Leclerc, with that magic set of laps, has won himself the Belgian Grand Prix. George Russell on the podium, though. Hamilton from pole. He's going to have to settle for 5th. Oh.
Well done.
Gutted. So gutted. Twice we could have won this race. We had it in the bag before the pit stops, but
Well done, guys.
yeah. It's got away from us, but do you know what? 2nd and 5th is still a fantastic result. Leclerc wins from 3rd on the grid. Russell comes from 5th. So he started 5th on the grid. He started 9th in the sprint. Hamilton down 4. Yeah, the front row guys not having a great day. But it didn't work out for Lewis, sadly. But he did win the sprint. Excuse me. Yeah, he's closing the gap now to Sainz, who's fallen away from that top 3 group. Leclerc has really set the championship battle alight. Verstappen rescuing something with that P3. I think with the 3rd place, he saved the championship lead there. And the fastest lap point. So Verstappen could have easily lost the championship lead. And it would have all come from the fact that he qualified 15th because he crashed in the wet. George Russell closes on Alonso now. Constructors-wise, we've put some distance between ourselves and Aston Martin. We are still so far behind Ferrari. I mean, let me know if you think I should nerf them in the editor and just give us a chance there and make it just a bit more realistic. Ferrari aren't that good in real life, are they? Well, they were quick around Spa. But that's the first half of the season done. Fastest pit stop. Look at that. strongest team in the pit stop ranks, propping everybody else up. Let's head back to Brackley. All right, mid-season board review. So we're below target on the season objective, which is second place. We're looking for third. Target season to win the Constructors is 2024. Board confidence low. Hopefully I'm keeping the job. I think I am. I think I've kept the job. Just. Yep, one of the chassis was destroyed. Although I think we ended up putting a new one on Russell's car. The front wing and rear wing have failed inspection on Hamilton's car. That might have explained part of his pace as well. Aging parts. Yeah, so first half of the season done. And if you enjoyed that wild weekend in Spa, make sure you tune in for the next round in Zandvoort. This is actually being recorded the Monday before the Dutch Grand Prix, so I'll probably have got that under my belt before the real one happens. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a nice big thumbs up for me. If you're new to the channel or you just like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. And thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in Zandvoort.